Welcome back for another deep dive. Today we are going to be tackling a topic that I find really fascinating, and that's artificial intelligence,
Okay.
specifically AI's impact on the job market right now.
Right.
So not like the far-off future stuff, but what's happening like currently.
Yeah, that's
Our
interesting.
sources this time around are a little all over the place.
Okay.
It feels like we are looking at someone's like raw research notes,
Oh, wow.
but I kind of like that.
Yeah.
That's part of the fun of doing these deep dives, right?
So
You
good
never know
tips.
what gems you're going to uncover.
Right.
Well, luckily, we've got our expert here to kind of help us sift through it all and guide us through this material.
I'm excited.
Yeah, so let's dive right in.
Yeah.
Okay, right off the bat, I found some stats that really jumped out at me.
Okay.
AI app revenue is up 51% this year alone,
Wow.
which is a huge number.
That's big.
And it looks like people are spending a good chunk of time messing around on AI chatbots.
Oh, interesting.
Like an average of an hour and a half a day. On top of that, job postings that mention AI skills are definitely on the rise.
I'm not surprised.
It really does seem like AI is suddenly everywhere.
It's more than just a feeling.
Yeah.
Like the numbers really paint a clear picture that AI is no longer this futuristic concept that we're waiting for. It's
Right.
becoming a real part of our daily lives, and that includes professionally and personally.
So let's talk about those chatbots for a second.
Okay.
Hour and a half a day. That's
Yeah.
wild.
It is.
One of the things our source material mentions is like AI companions,
Yeah.
and people spending so much time with them.
Right.
What do you make of this whole trend? Any interesting theories from the source material?
Yeah, there are some really thought-provoking ideas in this research.
Okay.
I think one angle is just the entertainment factor.
Okay.
AI chatbots can be incredibly engaging and entertaining,
Right.
whether they are telling stories or playing games or even offering a sense of companionship.
Okay.
It's interesting to consider this in the context of things like online gaming or social media.
Where virtual interaction is already a huge part of people's lives.
So it's like building on an existing trend in how people connect with each other online,
I think so.
or even with AI online.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what else is in the notes?
Well, one source kind of delves into the potential psychological factors at play here.
Okay.
The idea is that in our increasingly digital world, people are experiencing more isolation,
Right.
and perhaps AI companions are filling a gap,
Okay.
providing a sense of connection or understanding that might be lacking in real-life interaction.
Wow, that's fascinating. But it also makes you think about the downsides, right?
Of course.
Like what happens if people become overly reliant on these AI companions?
Yeah.
Could it lead to even more social isolation in the long run?
Yeah, that's definitely a valid concern
Sure.
and one that researchers are exploring.
Right.
It's really important to consider the possibility that people might become too dependent on AI for connection
Yeah.
and potentially neglecting real-world relationships.
Mhm.
Okay, so we've got this whole personal side of AI, but then our notes also dive into AI's role in the job market.
Right.
And this is where things get really interesting to me.
Okay.
Specifically, it mentions the impact on PR and marketing roles.
Okay.
And there were some numbers here that I thought were pretty striking.
Yeah. What were those?
While only about 3.4% of job postings actually mentioned AI skills right now,
Okay.
the salaries for those positions are significantly higher than average.
I see.
So even though it's early days for AI in a lot of industries, it seems like those who are already embracing these skills are being rewarded for it.
Right.
It's like a secret weapon in your career toolkit right now.
Yeah. Think back to when social media first exploded.
Yeah.
Suddenly, every company needed a social media manager.
Right.
We could be seeing a similar shift with AI skills.
Totally. And speaking of skills that are in high demand, our notes mentioned AI developers like over and over again.
Interesting.
I think someone was a little passionate about this one in their research.
Well, it is important.
What do you think this shortage of developers means for the future of AI?
It's a critical point.
Yeah.
It highlights a potential bottleneck in AI development.
Okay.
If we don't have enough skilled developers, progress could slow down,
Right.
or we could even see shortcuts being taken that compromise safety or lead to unintended consequences.
Right. And that has huge implications, not just for the tech industry, but society as a whole.
Yeah, absolutely.
It seems like investing in education and training programs for AI is more important than ever.
I think that's a great takeaway from this.
Okay, and this leads us to another important topic highlighted in our notes.
Okay, what's that?
Hold that thought. I think this is a great spot to pause for now.
Oh, okay.
We've covered so much ground already,
We have.
from AI companions to the job market and even touched on the ethical consideration.
Indeed, and there's so much more to explore.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to delving deeper into these topics and more in the next part of our deep dive.
All right, we will be right back.
So we were talking about the need for regulations and guidelines in AI development.
Right. It seems like things are moving so fast in the AI world.
Absolutely.
Like we need to have some guardrails in place.
Yeah.
And our notes actually mention this too.
Okay.
They talk about the role of governments and tech companies in shaping the future of AI.
It's a shared responsibility.
Okay.
Governments play a crucial role in establishing clear, ethical guidelines and regulations for how AI is developed and used.
So it's about making sure that AI is being developed and deployed responsibly.
Exactly.
Okay, so what about the companies creating this technology?
Right.
What's their part in all this?
Well, tech companies are at the forefront of AI innovation.
Yeah.
So they have a huge responsibility to design and build systems that are fair, transparent, and accountable.
So it's like if they're building the roads, they need to make sure those roads are safe for everyone to travel on.
Exactly. And it's not just about governments and tech companies.
Right.
Researchers and academics also have a crucial role to play in this.
Oh, yeah. What are they doing?
They're the ones pushing the boundaries of our understanding of AI,
If you-
developing new techniques, exploring potential risks,
Yeah.
and helping to shape the conversation around the societal impact of this technology.
So it's a real team effort.
Yeah,
Everyone has a part to play
Right.
in making sure that AI benefits humanity as a whole.
absolutely.
Now, you mentioned accountability earlier.
Yes.
Our notes also brought up this idea of AI literacy.
Right.
And not just for developers,
Uh-huh.
but for everyone.
I think that's key.
Why is that so important?
Well, in a world that's increasingly shaped by AI, understanding how these technologies work is essential for everyone.
Right.
AI literacy empowers individuals to make informed decisions both in their personal and professional lives.
Okay.
It's about being able to critically evaluate AI-driven products and services
Right.
and understanding their potential impact.
Okay, it's almost like back in the day, knowing how to read was crucial for participating in society.
Right. Yeah.
Now it's like AI literacy is becoming the new essential skill.
I think that's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
AI literacy is about empowering individuals to navigate an AI-powered world effectively and ethically.
So where can people actually go to learn more about AI? Are there like online courses, books, resources that you recommend?
Absolutely.
Okay.
There are tons of resources out there, both online and offline.
Okay.
Many universities and online platforms offer courses on the fundamentals of AI,
Okay.
covering everything from basic concepts to more advanced topics like machine learning and deep learning.
Okay, so there are like structured learning options, which is great.
Yeah,
What about for people who maybe just want to kind of dip their toes in and explore on the own?
there are tons of options for that too.
Oh, good.
You can find articles, videos, even podcasts dedicated to demystifying AI.
Yeah.
There are organizations like the AI Now Institute and the Partnership on AI that are doing fascinating research
Okay.
and providing valuable insights into the societal implications of AI.
So there really is something out there for everyone.
I think so.
It can feel overwhelming, though, knowing where to start.
Sure.
What advice would you give to someone who's brand new to the world of AI? What's a good first step?
I would say start with the basics.
Right.
Focus on understanding the fundamental concepts like what AI actually is,
Okay.
how it works, and the different types of AI that exist.
Right.
Don't be afraid to experiment with AI-powered tools and applications.
Mm-hmm.
There are many free and accessible options available.
Yeah.
And of course, the best way to learn is by doing.
Right.
So find ways to apply what you're learning, even in small ways.
That's really encouraging.
Yeah.
It sounds like anyone can become AI literate with a little effort and curiosity.
I think so.
And this brings us back to the main theme of our deep dive today,
Okay.
AI's impact on the job market.
Yes, we've talked about the growing demand for AI skills and the importance of AI literacy for career advancement. But it's also important to acknowledge the potential anxieties and uncertainties surrounding AI's impact on jobs.
Right, you're talking about like the fear that robots are coming to take everyone's jobs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a common concern, and it's understandable given the rapid advancements we're seeing.
Right.
But it's important to remember that AI is a tool. And like any tool, it can be used for good or ill.
So it's not about AI versus humans, but rather about figuring out how we can work together to create a better future.
Precisely.
Yeah.
The future of work in an AI-powered world will likely involve a combination of human and machine intelligence.
Okay.
It's about finding the right balance,
Uh-huh.
leveraging AI's strengths while also valuing and nurturing human skills like creativity, critical thinking, and emotional intelligence.
This has been an incredibly insightful conversation.
It has.
We've covered so much ground, and I'm already thinking about things differently.
Me too.
But I feel like we've just scratched the surface of this massive and rapidly evolving field.
I agree. AI is a multifaceted topic with far-reaching implications.
Yeah.
It's crucial to stay informed, engage in thoughtful discussions,
Right.
and consider the ethical and societal dimensions of AI development and deployment.
And on that note, we're going to take a quick pause to gather our thoughts.
Okay.
When we come back, we'll wrap up this deep dive with some final takeaways and some food for thought for you to ponder. Okay, we are back and ready to wrap up our deep dive into AI and the job market.
Great.
So after sifting through all these research notes and articles, what are the big takeaways you think our listeners should walk away with today?
Well, it has been a fascinating journey through this material.
It has.
And I think one of the clearest takeaways is that AI's impact is already being felt in really profound ways
Yeah.
across various industries, and we see it in the growing demand for AI-related skills,
Right.
the emergence of entirely new job roles, and the potential for AI to automate tasks that were previously thought to be exclusively human domains.
And this trend is only going to gain momentum in the coming years.
Ab-
So it's not just about passively observing these changes.
Right.
It's about actively adapting to this new landscape.
I agree. Which brings us back to the crucial importance of AI literacy.
Yeah.
It's not just a nice-to-have skill anymore.
Uh-huh.
It's becoming a fundamental requirement for navigating the future of work.
Okay.
Whether you're a developer, a marketer, a teacher, or any other profession, understanding how AI works and how it can be applied in your field will be critical for staying ahead of the curve.
You know, it's almost like learning a new language.
Yeah.
If you want to travel to a foreign country, you need to at least pick up some basic phrases to get by.
Right.
AI literacy is kind of becoming the lingua franca of the digital age.
I love that analogy.
Yeah.
And just like learning a new language, it takes time and effort.
Right.
But the rewards can be immense.
Totally.
It opens up new possibilities, expands your horizons, and allows you to participate more fully in a world that's increasingly shaped by AI.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, what's the one big question you want to leave our listener pondering today?
Given everything we've explored, I'd challenge you to think about this. What concrete steps can you take to prepare for a future where AI plays an even larger role in your work and your life?
Okay.
Is it investing in learning new skills, staying informed about the latest AI developments, or perhaps even pushing yourself to think critically about the ethical implications of this powerful technology?
Yeah.
The future is being shaped right now, and we all have a role to play in shaping it responsibly.
That's a powerful thought to end on.
It is.
Well, on that note, we've reached the end of our deep dive into the world of AI and the job market.
Wow.
Thank you for joining us on this exploration.
Of course.
Remember, this is just the beginning of the conversation. The world of AI is constantly evolving, and there's always more to learn.
Absolutely.
So stay curious, keep exploring, and we will catch you on our next deep dive.